Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at the long overdue, and I say that because I've been waiting for this comic book issue for a while now, but because this is all done internet-y wise, this might actually not be that long of a difference between issue 3 review and issue 4 review. But yeah, the long overdue issue 4 of the Ninth Doctor. So yeah, you got the Doctor Who logo there in the sort of 1996 TV movie logo type thing there. New adventure with the Ninth Doctor. Ninth Doctor still image there. The Doctor Who logo in like this diamond thing. You got the barcode in a nice little TARDIS design. 04, which is just saying that it's issue 4. Titan Comics cover A by Lee something, I can't really read his name. The writers are down there, I think, and the writer, artist, and colorist probably. Those people are probably not in that order, I probably got it completely wrong. Normally that is just below the diamond thing, but then I was just thinking the reason that's probably down there instead of up there is because obviously the Ninth Doctor's head's there. Cover wise, this is a phenomenal cover. I absolutely adore this cover. You got Captain Jack, he's got this like gun, like really cool like blaster that looks like it's from like Star Wars or something. You got loads of like blasts coming towards them. You got the Sonic and that, and the way the Doctor's holding it is like it's just an extension of his arm, i.e. like a sword type thing and that, like and stuff, and I love that. You got these like girders down there, you got like some girders down there, some fire in the background, you know, you got this really cool sort of battle scene, and I absolutely adore that. Cover-wise, I would say, so far at least, this one is definitely the best one, but then again, I don't have issue 5, as that one's not out yet, but yeah, a must-have for Whovians, these 3 stunning Doctor Who collectibles, or whatever, which are just these graphic novels, Volume 1 of the 12th Doctor, Volume 2 of the 11th and 10th. Now, these are essentially graphic novels, i.e. a few of the issues of the individual comics put into one book. Now, the American ones are hardbacks, the English UK ones are softback, which is kind of annoying. This time round, they don't have one of those hashtag We Love Titan things, which I'm glad about, because I couldn't really care less about them. You've got this really nice cover for the next 12th Doctor one, which is cool. I just don't collect 12th Doctor ones, seeing as he's the current Doctor. Variant covers on for the 4th issue of the 9th Doctor one. Now, I really like this one, which is the Doctor sort of sat on his the sort of chair in his console room, which I absolutely adore. As I've mentioned, I absolutely adore the standard one. There's that one, which I'm not too fussed about, and there's that one also, which I don't really care for either. Then here you've just got, you know, you can get it all on your digital downloads, all that, you know, on your phone, your tablet, so on and so forth. Here you got like this information about the artist, or the colorist, should I say, and even maybe the artist, and that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You got more information about the year 2 sort of second years of both the 10th and 11th Doctor comics. The issue 5 comics, that one looks okay. Okay, I guess. I actually prefer that one, if I'm being completely honest, and I quite like that one. I much prefer those two, but I think that one's just the standard one. Issue 5, and then a little quote there, you know, a little next time thing. I won't show you the end bit of this comic book because it is a really good cliffhanger. Now, I read the previously because, you know, just to catch up with what happened, because it's been a while since I've read issue 3. Saying that, I will do a retrospective / overview of all these 5 comics. So yeah, the next comic book will be the last one from this series. Hopefully it will, hopefully I'll do, yeah, an overlook and tell you which ones I like the most and whatnot. Yeah, you got Titan Comics website, Twitter, Facebook previously, which I did read, but yeah, to just catch up so it does work for what it is. A bio on the Ninth Doctor, Rose, and Captain Jack. And then you just got nice panel work there, you know, really beautiful big panel shot of the TARDIS going through the vortex, and the unicorn-like thing, creatures, I've forgotten what they're already called, and then some much more closer-uppy, smallery panels, and that just a phenomenal artwork in this one. Absolutely adore the artwork in this one, to be honest. The story as well, I've not mentioned the story in any of the other ones, but the story in this one is phenomenal too. You know, it's just a really gripping, from beginning to end, it's just gripping, and with these ones anyway, with these Doctor Who comic books, more than any other comic book series so far that I've collected, and that I feel like I haven't been duped, if that makes sense. Like each each month, I felt like I've got, you know, a big, you know, chunk of content. You know, it don't feel like it's ever been lackluster. Whereas, say, Spider-Woman even, from Marvel, I kind of fell out of some of those comics. I'd got a few of those, but then I kind of got a bit bored, because after a while I felt like, you know, there was still a bit of content there, but not as much as I would like. And this one, oh my god, the amount of content in this one, issue 4, is just phenomenal. If you haven't already got the Ninth Doctor comic books for whatever reason, and you are a Ninth Doctor fan like I am, you need to get these. These are a must buy. You know, they are just phenomenal. Now, originally I was going to get this at Narrow Escape, but he didn't have it there by the time I got there. That's not really his fault, that's more my fault. But I did get it from It's Trap, so yeah, thanks to them for, you know, keeping it there, even though saying that, but they had a few more than just one issue. Fantastic comic book. I can't wait to get issue 5, and yeah, just a brilliant story. The cliffhanger is brilliant and superb. I want to show you it, but I won't. You know, I think, looking back though, some of the other ones might not be as good, but still, you know, so far this one has definitely gripped me a lot, as a comic book, from beginning to middle to end. It's all perfect. Well, actually, I say that, but there's literally just one line. Where were it now? There was one line where the Doctor says something which I didn't particularly like. Can't remember where it was now. Well, actually, you know what? I don't want to ruin too much of the comic book, but basically, the Ninth Doctor says something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, I can talk mammoth," or something, you know, woolly mammoth and that, and stuff, and I just felt like that was really out of his character. You know, that felt very, very Matt Smith, like, you know, I can speak horse, I can speak baby, blah blah blah, all that crap, but you know, and just that, and it kind of dragged on a little bit. Like, it felt really forced, it felt really unnecessary, and that, but I get why they did it, to kind of make the story a bit more light-hearted compared to the rest of it, because I think this sort of comic book series has been quite dark, but that makes sense because it is the Ninth Doctor, who is a dark Doctor, in comparison to, say, 10 and 11. And I do love this sort of, you know, it really does link in with the Time War, and he mentions it, and the unicorn like cyborg like things mention it. I can't remember the names, but they mention it and stuff. They get more sort of in-depth sort of characterization. You know, some of them get more characterization. There's also these like mechanoid like mech-like creatures, these guys, which were introduced in earlier issues and that. So yeah, for the retrospective, I definitely will read them all back to back, and then yeah, rank them and so on from probably best to worst. So yeah, what would I give this? A solid 9 out of 10. I literally just the only thing I can think that I dislike is the as I say, the woolly mammoth thing. I didn't particularly like that because it just felt like it grated on me personally. It felt like it wasn't needed. or it didn't suit the Ninth Doctor's character. It was needed to kind of lighten up the mood of the rest of the comic and that, but I think that's where Captain Jack comes in. He sort of, is the person who, does a lot of the comedy and stuff and is that, and not the Doctor. But yeah, that ending was really something really spectacular. I didn't think that was going to be the case. Rose isn't really in this much, in the comic that much. That could sway either way, depending on whether or not you like her character as a companion. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.